Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name's Kelly,
I'm Justin.
and we are in our shop this morning.
Shocker.
It's Tuesday, so it's the beginning of our work week. It's a short week because we are actually going to be closed on Saturday because we have something going on with our family. So that's exciting. We are opened up this morning. We've already been busy, which is really good. I love when we have people in
Yeah,
first thing in the morning.
yeah, it was right after I unlocked the door
Yeah.
too, which was nice.
So we have a lot to do today, as we do pretty much every day.
All the time.
We went and got some new books to add to our well-read book section. So we have to get those ready. We have something cool to show you that we need to put together for displaying in the shop. We have t-shirts to make. I have some t-shirt orders and some design work to do. So, lots to do. Come along for the day.
Gonna be a big month.
I have to make a quick run to Tractor Supply to pick up the delectable licky treat that Snuggles loves. He went from having that one a day that he loved. Now he has them 3 times a day. He has one for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for dinner. He's wild about them. He's crazy for them. And we end up buying at Tractor Supply, they have like a 52 pack or something like that. We end up getting that. He can't get enough of them. So he's in there balling around. He didn't get one for breakfast because he ran out last night after dinner. And I was going to go last night, but I didn't get there in time before they closed. So I got to pick him up a box now. That way he can have one for breakfast and then have one for lunch, so he can be calm, cool, and collected. Because when it comes time for a licky treat, that cat goes wild. I mean, he'll tell you he's on a schedule, and if you miss the time frame, he's gonna let you know about it. Here they are. These are what he is wild about. The 54 pack. That's the one we usually get. He'll be happy once again. I'm back with the treats for Snuggles. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna give him his. Well, they're more like a meal than treat. He has them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're his, in addition to his food.
It's kind of like a gravy topper.
Yeah, it's like an appetizer.
They make those like little gravies you can put on our food.
They do, and we've tried a few, but these are his. But these are his absolute favorite. And I know you can squeeze them up so they can lick them. And if we were in the car traveling, that's probably what we would do. But normally, just put it right into a bowl for him. So I'm gonna go over and give them to him. I'm currently working on fulfilling this order that we have for the church camp week coming up, mission week. And so we have to do both sides. We only have the one side right now, which we're working on. So I'm going to start doing the back, and then once we get all the front in, we'll do that. But this can be way easier. We take our time, just do what we can while we can. And it goes a lot better, especially if you get a little music on, or I have an earbud in. I was watching a little bit of a video, just something that gets you into a rhythm. And once I get into like 3 or 4 of them, I have a good rhythm going down, a good rotation, and it doesn't take very long to do. But we had how many? Like over 100.
Like 150 almost.
Almost 150 shirts to do. We love it. We love to do custom work, something like that. It's fun, but I think a lot of work. Figured we'll just gradually get into this and do this. Here we are. Do you want to show them a completed one?
Sure.
Here is a completed back of the I Choose the Jesus Way for that camp. The song that they're doing and going, like they have like a camp theme song. It's going to be the Jesus Way by Phil Wickham. So that's kind of the thing that's going to be on the back of the shirt to help them remember camp and how things went. So. After lots of time of him, I don't know, wanting to get out or not sure what the thing was, he finally decided that Kelly's lap, while she was working, is the place he wanted to be.
I won't move all day.
He laid down and he went like right to sleep.
He looked pretty comfortable. Not sure what he's been trying to. We let him out the other day, took him for a walk, and now he wants all the time to be out, and like I can't just let him out on his own, and I can't go with him today because we're working on the quarter. He moped around for a little while, but now he found his place with Mama. He looked happy, but she's still working on barcode things, I think. And I'm almost done with my pile. So, yippee. And usually after he eats one of his little licky treat things, he'll go like right to bed, like right to sleep. He gets satisfied and then he's tired. Alright, I finished that pile of what I had there. That box down there had a few more, but the majority, the max majority and the largest amount has been done. At least the backs of them were done. We have to do the front yet, and I think we're going to need to order a few more shirts as well, but that was a pretty good start because we didn't have to rush through it. We didn't feel, I feel like, well, of course, in the past, when we first opened here, did you finish it?
Yeah.
All right. And when we first opened,
2 years ago.
yeah, 2 years ago, we weren't even open yet. We were working on, we had the heat press and everything out here in the front counter, and the windows were all covered with paper. And we worked on basically a fold-up table, and it was still dusty. We were painting.
We had got the keys like 4 days before.
Yep. So, in fact, I think a lot of our furniture and stuff was still in here. I mean, we were just working around a whole bunch of stuff, and that felt like it took forever. Plus, I was working full-time at the insurance job, so I would come over and try to do them on an hour-long lunch break, and then it was just a big, long process. This year, because we're open during the day,
And last year you were still working.
I was still working last year too, and just squeezed it in around and in the evenings. Now we have one of us that can be running the register, one of us that can be back here making, pressing shirts. So during regular business hours, you actually get regular business done. Imagine that. And this sweetie little hot dog boy, he is now just. He's been lounging for quite a while now, and he looks like he's gotten pretty comfortable. But we were thinking maybe he got chilly, and he was just looking to get warm. He wanted out into the sunshine, and now he was wrapped up in a blanket. Oh, and there's the customer. Gotta go. All right. So now that we've gotten a lot of that heavy lifting and stuff done back there with the shirt and moving the barcode over to the right spot. We had them in the wrong place, so when you would scan an item, it wouldn't go in. Callie got that corrected, so thank you, Cal, for that. You did a good job. So yesterday, funny thing, we got a mystery package on the porch. We did not order it, not sure who or where it came from.
Well, it came from Amazon. So here's a little clip of us opening that yesterday. We got this mystery package from Amazon that we don't know what it is, but it's addressed to the store with our store address. So we're gonna
Which is strange.
check
It's not.
it out.
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. I never know what you order when you order it. So I never know if it's something for us or not. But
What the heck?
these are some of my favorite shells.
What the heck?
Take a look. We were just talking about these, I think, maybe in our last video.
Yeah?
We use these for our wax melts, and I wish we had a few more.
There's not like a note or anything.
But we didn't order these. We did not order. I don't know where they came from.
Let's see.
I absolutely
I will
love
investigate
these
a couple places
stands.
anyway.
They're awesome. Because they're perfect for everything.
Oh,
Or anything and everything. Yeah, what do we do with that?
Well, I'm gonna ask my mom.
Oh, okay.
First.
Let's find out.
If she says no, then somebody ordered them.
Yeah, if she didn't send
But
them.
I wouldn't have thought she would have sent them.
I don't know. Normally when she mails stuff, she doesn't mail it to the shop. She mails it to us. Like normally it would come in.
But wow, these are awesome. We needed them.
I know. I love these. These are my favorite shells. I said we should have bought more when we were there. I think they only had one
Yeah.
when we got the one we got.
Okay, so upon investigation, the only person that I know of that would have sent these did not send these. So,
Did you?
if you sent us these, thank you so much.
Huge thank
We
you.
appreciate it so much. This is going to be awesome.
I could cry. These are great. They're perfect displays.
There wasn't a note or anything in it. That's why.
I know, and
So if it was you, send us a message or leave us a comment or something.
if you want to keep it anonymous, yeah, you can send us a
let us
message on our
know.
store Facebook page or something.
Or our
Let us
Instagram
know.
or something. So we know. So we can thank you properly.
Yeah,
But we really appreciate
absolutely
it. That's
not
so nice.
necessary, but man, do we appreciate it. We appreciate you. We love you guys.
This will be awesome. We'll be able to put all of our wax melts
I
on
know.
one.
Well, I can't. We got two. We can find something to do with the other one. I can't wait. I am super excited. These are awesome. Wow.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to open these up, put them together, and get them ready to find out where we want to put them. Because I know we haven't quite... they're perfect for all sorts of different things we haven't decided what we want to use them for yet. We're very excited about this.
Thank you to
Yeah,
whoever
I
sent them.
don't know who it was. We
Okay.
are
We
flabbergasted.
appreciate it so much.
You guys, we're unworthy of your generosity, but you know we also appreciate it so much. So we're going to put these together. I don't think. Do they have screws or anything? Do they require a lot of work?
I'm not sure. I can't think that they do.
So we are going to figure out how to put these guys together. Because the last one we bought at
It's like 4 screws.
Marshall's or something. It was already, or TJ Maxx. It was already put together. So it does come with screws, but they give you a little Allen wrench. So you don't even need to get tools out for it. I absolutely love the shells because they're so versatile. You can swap those things out backward or forward depending on the direction you want your basket to go. Are these the exact same or are they a little different?
I don't know.
It looks. I don't know. I can't tell if it's the exact.
It's very, very similar.
If it's not the exact same, it's very, very close. But okay, so then these just tighten that up and make sure that they are secure and aren't going to move. I can see how these would be great for a kitchen counter and for holding your fruit and stuff on an island or something. But they work out perfectly for the wax melts that we have, and that's probably what one of these is going to be used for because they're
We have quite a few that don't fit into the other one.
that don't really fit into their home yet. So this here I think will work perfectly for those, and then the other one, I know we have stuff here that would apply, that'll fit, so we'll go ahead and do that too. But I'm thinking we might end up moving the bar scope that one of our vendors makes, maybe finding a place for those and putting this on the opposite side to keep those all together, you think?
Probably.
I feel like that. Yep.
Ta-da.
Wow. Looks great.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Thank y'all.
Where do you put it?
He has a pretty big base. Or do we put those soaps into the other one, make it a lower profile, and then we can use that for something else?
Put it over on
But, oh, yeah, we have that counter over there. Hold up.
It's heavy.
That was heavier than it looked. You'd think bar soap. How heavy could it be? So over here we have this counter. I'm going to shut you down for a second. We'll probably do a little more maneuvering yet, or to straighten that up a little more, but we'll go ahead and get started on these. We just have to move a few things around until we find our fit. But it looks great. Look at that. Streamlined, baby. Streamlined. All right, so yep, we got to rethink that. So these look good in that. And once those sell out, we'll be able to use that for other things. But that's a good spot for it because you can get on either side of that counter. So in the future, we could put one basket on one side, leave one on the other. Looks great. We did bring the soap back over here because we were able to move our stuff down to the end. All these candles, and then we put these side by side. So now everything's together, uniform, looks great, so convenient, much more elegant. We absolutely love it, or loving it. So thank you very much. That was definitely a good start. Oh, and then that's new too, isn't it?
Yeah, my mom got me this. So I might look and see if there's anything.
I love the shape of that because it is narrow, but it's got a two-tiered, so it's able to fit on. If you hadn't noticed, we have this little shelf pretty much around the entire store. And so I think that it's just narrow enough to fit onto that shelf if we ever needed it to, but also fits into like little tighter areas that wouldn't normally fit, or could be a good booster for our big seasonal table here to help boost things up as well. And what a joy and a blessing today has been. The weather has been finally broke into the summer weather, thank goodness. It's been nice and warm, sunshine, and people are back out again because of all the sunshine. Here is where Kelly decided to put that for now. We're going to have a lot of stuff from the men's Father's Day table that'll be moving over here, and we'll want room for that. So we figured we'd bring it back, and then once Father's Day's over and we go through all that, we'll get everything to fit where it fits and see if it'll still work. And here's an employee of the month enjoying his break. Still. When we came over, yeah, the door, you barely opened the door, and I could hear him snoring up a storm in here. Silly cat. In here, we have plenty of new books we got to get logged in and get them ready for the well-read book section as well. So there's plenty of things in here we can take care of yet. But we really busted our hump a lot today. We got a lot done. And I know it didn't feel like it because it was one of those things where I didn't move from that one station there working on the t-shirts. Kelly was there with Snuggle working on the POX. So like, yeah, all of these things seem like kind of blah, but were very important. So. And look there, this is why we call him Tufty. You see that little... When he curls up like that and he falls asleep, he'll wake up and his hair will just be tufted. Oh, and we were just discussing dinner. I think what we decided to do for dinner is another TikTok thing? Another TikTok meal. I may end up sharing that with you too. I have been saving recipes that I come across now on TikTok, and you guys had said you like that. We want to do another video at some point, so I have a bunch that are saved.
It's called One Pot Borzen Pasta.
One pot Borzen pasta. They said it comes together in under 30 minutes, so that's even better because I don't like to wait that long. Kelly was telling me the light speed system that we were using. They're switching to Shopify was a little bit cheaper, and if we don't want to pay the next monthly fee for Lightspeed, any remaining stuff that she has on there, she'll need to print off or transfer over, because she needs to look that up and figure out what to do with that, because we don't want to pay another fee for something we're not using. So she'll probably have that to look forward to tonight as well. And she had more information for another custom order as well that she has to create a design for. So she's gonna be pretty busy. I mean, I need to mow the lawn. I could do that tonight or something too, but it sounds like dinner will be easy to make anyway. It's time to close up shop. Look at her go. She's a vision. You look like an angel with that light coming around you. A vision of loveliness.
Here's the iPad. It needs charge.
Take that over to the house. We plug it in, and that is how we operate our bins for the day. You guys know what time it is. When the apron comes out, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the day. Dinner. Dinner's always a production, but not tonight. This is going to be an exception to the rule. This recipe looks like it will not be a production. Looks like it's going to be really, really easy to do. Kind of looking forward to it. I'm very hungry. I must rely on my trusty sidekick, Kelly, to tell me how we're making this meal. So that being said, welcome to my kitchen. Insert little jingle here. Now, is this all done on the stovetop? Is it in the stovetop? It's all stovetop. It's just in one big. What do you use? Cast iron? Do you use?
Yeah, they use cast iron.
Do I have to boil the pasta though?
In the skillet.
In the skillet. And I can do this with cast iron? Mm-hmm. Okay. We are going to start with our cast iron skillet. Apparently it's all done on top. We don't have to put it in the oven at all. This makes it super duper easy. Let me pull that out. We pull out our favorite giant cast iron skillet. This is well loved and used abundantly, as you know from watching. Okay, what ingredients do I need? The pasta. Is that stuff, the weird stuff you got? Huh? Ditalini? Yeah, is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay. This recipe calls for ditalini. I've never actually seen these little guys before. Looking forward to trying them though. Borgen.
Garlic.
Are we talking real garlic or fake garlic?
Real garlic.
Real garlic? Chicken broth. I have vegetable broth. Vegetable broth will do. Hefty cream. Pepper. Chili flakes. Half a lemon.
Okay.
Got fresh basil here. I nipped it a little bit because the fridge was a little cold. It's going to taste the same. It's going to be fine. It's going to get cooked. Don't come at me, bro. Okay. We have this nifty little tool here. Perfect for garlic. You put your garlic clove on there. You can put all your little pieces down there. Kitchen gadgets, man. And we just got to prep the garlic for it. That garlic is light as a feather. That's no good. Well, here's the thing. We don't have garlic. Scratch that garlic. The whole cloves of garlic we had were dried up. They were drier than somebody's sense of humor. So, they were very, very dry. They weren't going to work for what we needed. So we're going to have to use fake garlic. And we always just revert back to old reliable. You can pick this up at TJ Maxx, I think. Marshall, TJ Maxx, it's one of those. And we're actually going to need to pretty soon because, yeah, the label doesn't say. Anyway, we're getting low. I didn't realize this is made in the USA. Fun fact. So we're going to start by melting some butter. Doesn't it tell me medium heat or what?
It doesn't say.
If it doesn't,
Medium high.
if it doesn't tell me, I usually stick to my medium. Kelly said do medium high, so somewhere in that area will work. If we had the garlic cloves, this is where we'd be cooking our garlic in this butter. So we're just going to swish around this roasted garlic seasoning, let it get aromatic, let it get wild. You still want to have the fat from the butter. So you're doing the butter either way. If you have fresh garlic, use fresh garlic, people. But we're going to go ahead and just throw that in there too. So after you get that melted down, we're going to go ahead and put our ditalini, just dry, in there. And then you're going to put your broth. She got 2.5 cups, which...
That's 4 cups.
This is 4 cups, so we want to do 2.5. So I'm going to eyeball it. 2 cups of pasta? Mm-hmm. How much is that? 8 servings, and 1 serving is half a cup. It'd be half this box. Alright, so it's pretty much half a box of pasta and a little more than half of the broth. I'm going to eyeball it today and maybe just do a little bit extra because why not? I'm making dinner. I might as well go ham. If there's anything left over, pasta is one of those dishes that you can go back for with no problems. I'd rather make too much than too little. You know what I mean? You can't... You know what I'm trying to tell you. I'm doing this a little bit blind because I didn't actually watch the video or anything on how it's done to like get an idea what it should look like. I'm just basing it off of what she's telling me. So it gets a little more interesting that way. I think it's fun that way, honestly. Okay, got my garlic in there. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a stir around with that butter. Get it activated. So we determined it was going to be about half a box of pasta. I'm going to do a little bit more. I can dig that. Because we added a little extra pasta, I may want to end up adding a little more broth. I want to see how this covers it with that 2.5 cups. We may make it an even 3 cups. And I do believe the 3 cups was the best way to go. I add the broth until all the pasta is covered because that's the main thing you want to do. So I turned up the heat a little bit because we want to make it come to a simmer. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to stir it a little bit to make sure that all that garlic butter is also acclimated throughout the whole thing. We don't want anything to stick to the bottom of the pan or anything. Now, I don't know if this is normal, but, we did find our Bourguignon and cheese at Aldi. That was the one and only time I've ever seen it there. Maybe they've had it there before. Kelly thinks I'm over dramatic, but I'm just saying, I don't remember seeing it in the past. But if that's the case, I would get it more often if it's over there. So basically, I let it simmer for the amount of time we'd want to get the pasta done. Also, while we're letting that simmer, we're going to make a Caesar salad to have with it. This is from Sam's Club. It's probably my favorite Caesar salad you can get. I don't know if it's the creamy Caesar dressing they use or what. There's something about theirs, though, that is just a little extra good. I love it. Oh, and as you can see, we got a good simmer going here. So I did cut the heat back just a tad. And you'll want to stir your pasta occasionally so that you don't get it stuck. And we're going to go ahead and set the timer on that. Because we were using the vegetable broth, I added a little bit of the chicken seasoning in there to make it more of a chicken broth. Not a lot, just a little sprig. I have found that when you get these pre-made salad mixes, I like to do them up and then put them back in the fridge for a while and let them flavors meld together and activate. I have done where I've made it and ate it right away, and I feel like it just doesn't. I feel like it doesn't coat the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I've found that if you make them ahead of time, you put them back in the fridge for a little bit while you finish prepping your dinner, that when they come out, they actually have a little more flavor. Oh, hello. Yes, we're back over here. The pasta, gotta give it another stir here before it sticks too much. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer here and stir it a little bit, but most of that moisture is out. It's supposed to have 3 more minutes, but I don't think it's gonna need that. And then the next step will be adding the heavy cream. And we're going to need to add a little moisture in there soon, so that's probably the best thing to do. Let's go ahead and add this cream to get that moisture in there to keep it creamy and so it doesn't dry out or anything on us. Did not give a measurement on how much heavy cream to put in. So I'm going to eyeball it. Because, you have a general idea of how creamy you'll like your pasta to be. And we can go ahead and get this heat turned off at this point. Because if you know your cast iron, you know darn well that it ain't going to keep hot for a while yet anyway. I'm feeling like that's looking pretty good. I'm going to keep the heavy cream nearby just in case, because things have a tendency to dry out pretty quick. Got the old pepper mill in here. And you're going to season to your liking. After cooking with Kelly and I for a while, we have an idea how much spice we like, or how much we want flavor-wise. So base it off of your normal. I like usually a little more of the red pepper than Kelly does, but I'm going to keep it moderate so that I don't overdo it for her. I can only add more to mine. And then we want to throw a couple pads of butter on here. And again, the fat that you get from the butter is going to keep it from sticking. It's going to keep it a little more moist. Bourguignon cheese has garlic and herb. I guess there's different kinds maybe, but the one we've got Oh yeah, they show you here. They have some that are shallot and chive. They have some that are caramelized onion. We always get the garlic and fine herb, but that's our favorite. We like it. That's what the recipe showed. And that can add more of that flavor. But I gotta tell you, this already smells phenomenal just with the salt, pepper, the red pepper flakes, and that garlic that's been in there. Got that butter, that heavy cream. This is looking like a mighty fine. It really does kind of give mac and cheese vibes. I thought it would be more of like a, I don't even know how to explain it, just a regular pasta or something. You have to see how beautiful this cheese is. Look at that. It's like a flower blooming in the spring. So we throw that on. And to help along the process, we're going to break it up. And it's going to melt down on there. It's going to get that creaminess to it. If you never had Bourguignon cheese, it's really, really good with crackers and stuff. It almost has a, well, it's like a cream cheesy with the garlic and herbs. It's a little more sweet, very rich, just the way I like it. If you're not into such rich, bold flavors like that, Kelly had mentioned that some people have used just half of a Bourguignon block. Now, I know Kelly and I, we like our rich foods, our rich flavors. We know that we love that Bourguignon. So I went ahead and put the whole thing in there because I just know that we're going to enjoy that a lot. And that cheese melted in, but it thickened it up a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more cream to make it just a little smoother. We want it to be a little silky. Now take a look at that. That looks good. If you like it to be a little thinner, go ahead and add some more broth when you're doing yours. But this looks perfect for what I want. That looks really, really good. So that final step is we squeeze the lemon juice. Half of a lemon. I just happen to have half of a lemon in the fridge. A little bit of that citric acid in there really helps bring out the boldness of flavors. So that final step after you add that lemon is to add some of your chopped up basil. Yeah, I'm not even going to chop it. Kelly said they put it in like whole leaf. I'm going to take a leaf and just rip it by hand. Just throw little rips in. Because I don't know if I want like a full leaf in my mouth, like some kind of a vegetarian. This whole meal right here is actually a vegetarian meal. We don't have, because we didn't use the chicken broth. All that I have in it is seasonings and cheese and pasta. And that looks good and smells good to me. So we're going to get it ready to plate up and serve. All right, pull out your favorite serving bowls, and you know we love these if we're doing pasta. Sort them up, and you're ready to go. All right, so here we are. We have our servings. We have the salad ready to go. Everything looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and get this over, and we're going to eat. After we have a few bites, we're going to let you know what we think of this meal. Kelly tried a little bit of hers and said that I'm going to love it. So let me just try a little bit on camera then. Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
It's not as heavy as I was expecting it to be from the comments. I thought it would feel like a really like dense, heavy meal. It from the herbs and stuff, I think it makes it taste really like light.
It's very light and airy. I believe that lemon really did cut some of that richness to it, like I said. Wow, that would be great. I think even if you were to cool that and eat it cold,
I was just gonna say even cold.
that would make a great cold pasta salad or something. This is a huge win. That was super duper easy. It took hardly no time at all, and you could add, if you wanted to add artichoke hearts, if you wanted to add sun-dried tomato or something to it, that stuff would go along with it. Man, this is delicious. So
it's really good. It's a really good base too. You could add a lot of stuff to it to make it taste different.
yep, if you wanted to add chicken, if you want to add some type of a protein or something, that is phenomenal. You know, TikTok never ceases to amaze me with the things that they come up with. These recipes that they have on there have really been a game changer for the kitchen, especially if you got these you have a busy life like we do. You're constantly moving and going. You don't want to spend all night long making dinner for you to chuck it down in 5 minutes. Like, this is perfect for that. Highly recommend. If you want that recipe, let us know. I'm gonna let you go. Actually, I'm gonna let me go so I can enjoy this.
Happy Wednesday. It is about 11:30 right now. So that means we've been open for a little over an hour and a half. We've already been very busy this morning. It's the last day of school in our area, so we have just been extra busy with people coming in for graduation gifts and different things. It's a really nice day out. It's warm and sunny, so we're hoping for a really good day. We also have a lot of other things that we are working on. I'm still working on back end things for our transfer from our Lightspeed system to our Shopify system. And I'm just trying to get that wrapped up before the next Lightspeed subscription goes through. I'm just trying to get that wrapped up so we don't have to pay for another month of that. It's going to be a big laundry day because we have gotten a little behind on that. I also have some design work to do. Need to edit a video and post. Need to make some TikToks. Lots to do.
Kelly and I are working on some projects around the shop here, and we finally got, ending well with my school, we finally got the song in a frame. We've had it for quite a few years now. My sister sent it to me, or sent it to us as a gift. When was that?
Before we opened the store.
This is before we even opened the store. She sent us this. And so we wanted to get it framed and put up. And I've been looking for a frame because it was an 11 by 14. And I never had an 11 by 14 frame. We had an 11 by 14 frame out in the warehouse that her mom was getting rid of for a yard sale. And I was like, oh, that'll fit in there perfectly. So there it is in all of its glory.
I want to see something.
She wants to see something. All right. So that's what I'm trying to show you. We ran out of space on the memory card. We had to clear it off. But we moved that out here. And it looks good. Beautiful. We have this little book here. It is a savings book.
The 100 envelope savings challenge.
So you can look, it gives you different things. There's 52 weeks, there's 30 days, like what you can collect over the course of all this time if you were to do all levels.
Yeah, so like if you did for 30 days, you would only use 30 envelopes, but you would put this much in, and at the end of it, in 30 days, you'd have $300. The 52-week one, again, you'd only use 52 of the envelopes, but if you put $50 a week, at the end, you'd have that.
Which is really not
Or this
terrible.
one that we're working on right now is the 100 envelope challenge. And if you fill this one in with the amount on each envelope, at the end, you have that much. Which we've never completed it before. And that's not really the goal necessarily. It's just a good way for us to save money for vacation.
Yep. So we'll just throw money in. We have our change bin that collected change over the last year. We can take that up to the bank, cash it in, and we'll just put that directly into here. And then anytime there's extra,
Like just randomly, we can
just
find,
random amounts,
we had a ton of ones. And so I'm just going to put some ones in here
just to fill them,
to fill in these lower amounts just to get us started.
Get us started for vacation. It's something. I don't know. It's a good little method. If you're somebody who struggles, now generally, Kelly and I don't struggle too much when it comes to saving money because we generally don't spend a whole lot of money.
It's just like a nice way to do it, though. I like it.
It keeps it compact. It
I
gives you
did
different
see-
goals. It helps to motivate.
They came out with, I ordered this one off the TikTok shop. Now, I did just see they have a new one now where, like for this one, you have to fold the money up to fit it into here. So, that's not my favorite thing because it does make it pretty thick till you get to the end of it. Especially like for the $5 one, we're doing 5 ones. So it will make that a lot thicker than if we had a $5 bill. which we
It can
could
fit in the other way,
exchange
like-
it, but. No, we
Fit
could
in the other way,
exchange
like-
it, but no, it's a little too
little
wide.
too
But
wide.
they created a new one where it's like about the size of a bill, and you can just stick them in like this. And so I have considered getting that.
Every
But
good idea
honestly,
starts with a concept and then they upgrade as they go on.
either one works. I've seen people make cards that they stick in, like they use like half of an index card and they stick that in the ones that they've completed and just keep their money like in an envelope or in a bank account or whatever. And I
And
did
so-
consider that.
The numbers that are on the amount that you put in it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
The way we're doing
they're
it, yeah.
numbered on the way we're doing it. They're numbered on the thing. Like we have one, there's $1. We have the two, we have $2. The three, we have $3, and so on. And it just tells you, and then you can start when you get to the higher one. You can put 10.
Yeah, like
or,
when you get to the 100, you could put $100 bill in it.
or 250, or
Yeah, whatever. But
whatever equals that amount. But the amount of money that you're putting in has to equal the number on the little pouch. It's a pretty cool little concept. I don't know. It's fun. We do it for vacation. Basically, it stores our money. It holds it for us. And then
I
we
use a
just pull it out.
Sharpie, which I was starting to use the silver one, but I'm going to switch it to this purple one. But I use a Sharpie on this because all you need to do is take a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a paper towel and you can wipe it clean
right
and
off.
reuse.
I'm getting ready to hang our to-do list for the back office here, and it is an acrylic list. And I'll show you that once I get over there to do that. But we write on it with a Sharpie, and you mark it with your to-do, and then a little bit of rubbing alcohol, take the Sharpie right off. So, great concept for that too. But it helps. It helps to have a list written out of something to do. That way you can keep up with, well, the things you need to do. Now I'm gonna go grab. I think I have a screw gun here. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna work on getting this thing hung up. So here, around the corner of the office here, this is that acrylic to-do list sign. And we were thinking right here would be a real good place to put it. It's a good level. It fits well with that portion of the wall. It's not like on display for the whole world to see, but from where Kelly's desk is and everything, we'd be able to keep up with it. So I'm just going to get it hung there. And it comes with the mounting screws and, if you need them, the anchors. But that's solid wood. I don't think I'm going to actually need anchors for that. I think I can just screw it right in and it'll hold just fine. So I got to grab the screw gun. Alright, and there you have it. Hanging on the wall. Secured. Looks good. It was a little hard to put on due to the angle because the wood had a curve to it. And the screws that they provided were pretty cheap. But I replaced them with a higher quality screw. It was much easier. So, but looks good.